Esports, or electronic sports, has now taken the world by storm. Seeing the potential and talent of Filipino players in this competitive scene, one of the leading telecommunications company, in partnership with a professional gaming organization, formed a Filipino esports team that not only aims to make a mark on the international esports stage, but also promote physical wellness, discipline, and cognitive development among all players. Good evening, I'm Pinky Webb, and this is Business Matters, where doing good is good business. With a predicted $19 billion worth this 2019, esports, or electronic sports, has now become the world's fastest rising competitive scene. Professional esports started in the early 2000s in South Korea and has gained traction in Western countries soon after. Though Philippine esports is a relatively new concept in the country, the passion of Filipino gamers has long been in existence ever since the arrival of competitive games such as Counter-Strike, Dota, or Defense of the Ancients, and League of Legends in our local computer shops.
It started off with the internet cafe scene. That made it possible for a lot of Filipinos to go online. As internet got better, more people got the chance to, I guess, get into the groove of competing. There's always been small local tournaments, and right now they're like every other day.
With our natural drive and hunger for competition, it's no wonder that Filipino gamers excel and even keep up with foreign contemporaries. And with the continuing rise of the professional gaming industry here and abroad, more and more investors and brands now have made their intent to be part of this skyrocketing community, forming professional gaming leagues and esports teams to gain world recognition and be able to represent the country in the international esports stage. Partnering with a well-known professional gaming organization, one of the country's biggest telecommunications company formed its own professional esports team, which aims not only to further promote esports in the country, but also become the symbol of the country's burning passion and pride in global esports events, Team Liyab.
Ang Liyab kasi is more of a distinct team name na in partnership with Globe at saka Mineski, no? So, local na local yung approach ng Liyab because we really want to have local heroes from the Philippines to prosper.
The vision of Globe Games and esports is essentially, at its most basic, is really to grow the esports community in the Philippines. I believe that Mineski, who's been very well ingrained in the whole esports ecosystem and community, they've helped grow that community, and I think that's what brought us together, is because we have a common purpose, is really elevating esports, putting together a lot of opportunities for those within the community.
The goal of Team Liyab is really to set the trend in team management through systems to deliver performance. Ang gusto natin magawa is ma-continue yung dominance ng Filipino athletes na may sistema na hindi ganun katagal. Magsa-scout tayo, may regimen, may program tayo ng training, naaabot talaga sa point na kahit na normal player ka lang, you can be a superstar. You can be a professional player.
Team Liyab is a Filipino professional esports organization fielding teams and players in various gaming competitions. Like Team Liyab member Kevin Dizon, aka Gambit for Arena of Valor. Caviar Acampado, aka Enderr for StarCraft 2, Eric Alan Gubatan, aka Exosen for League of Legends, and Cara de Dios, aka Cara Cute for Hearthstone.
Yung nag-start yun sa nahilig ko sa paglalaro yung mother ko kasi nasa Japan. Siya yung bumibili ng mga laro ko. Doon ako nag-start na magkahilig sa laro. Pangarap ko talaga yung bata pa lang ako na makasali sa mga professional team. Ayoko magpapatalo talaga. Parang pinipilit ko talaga na kung may kakilala kong malakas, gusto ko ako mas malakas ako sa kanya.
Na-inspire ako sa kuya ko, tsaka sa kaibigan niya si Mark, which is naging mentor ko. Kaya ako kinuha yung course na game development dahil based siya sa personality ko na challenging kasi siya and gusto ko kasi yung challenges and competitive person ako.
Actually, nung una, yun nga, for fun lang, so hindi ko in-expect na ganito pala kalaki. Yun nga, sumasali akong tournament hanggang nanalo. Pagdating mo doon, ay, world stage na pala to.
Ever since bata pa ako, naglalaro na talaga ako ng mga computer games. Then, just so happen na, yun nga, bagong na-introduce na game sa akin, tapos nagustuhan ko talaga siya. So, nilaro ko siya nilaro hanggat sa gumaling na ako. Walang gender, kasi mag-iisip, yung game kasi more on parang mental game siya. Kasi hindi mo naman kailangan mabilis yung kamay mo or yung keyboard or mouse. Hindi more on isip ka lang ng strategy kung paano ka mananalo.
Like all professional athletes, all team members of Team Liyab undergo rigorous training methods daily in order to hone their skills and bring their A game during competitions.
May mga routine sila para mabuild yung discipline nila sa sarili nila. Yung ginagawa namin dito na training ng mga players, para rin sa mga ibang sports din. Hindi pwedeng isagad mo yung katawan ng players mo. Kailangan may pahinga sila, may tamang pagkain, tamang tulog, para kinabukasan, okay na naman yung game nila. Kailangan nila maging physically and mentally fit para mabigyan nila yung A-game nila.
Like in all professional sports, esports athletes is all about discipline, practice, perseverance, and passion. By focusing not only on gaming skills and training, but with their physical well-being as well.
Inahanda namin yung sarili namin, kumbaga parang kailangan namin yung utak namin maayos. Meron din kami mga kumbaga parang 6 to 8, nag-exercise din kami mga katim ko. Mga dumbbell lang, stretching, mga ganun.
And with a proper management system practiced within Team Liyab, the telecommunications company, along with their partner professional gaming organization, hopes that other companies and teams follow suit to make each esports more competitive and promote proper conditioning and professionalism to all esports athletes.
And what we wanted to do together with Mineski is when we did Team Liyab, that's really to be able to showcase how to really establish the professionalism around esports, doing it right. We've put a very strong support system around that. They have a coaching staff. We house them in a location where they can do a lot of training. We even just recently hired a mental coach. So it's really legitimate. It's no different than developing a basketball. It's totally the same thing, the same discipline, the same mentality is required.
Yun nga yung maganda kasi dahil ang Pinoy, medyo may pagkukulang tayo sa height at saka sa laki ng katawan. Sa esports, pantay tayo. Kaya lagi tayo may laban. Kahit saan sa mundo, papalag tayo.
Globe as an organization is always very deep-rooted in being able to enable digital lives, right? So we're very focused on people's passion points.
More than the intense daily training that takes 8 to 12 hours a day, the Team Liyab program injects sports science, mental fitness, and real physical fitness for all team members. Such training program is part of the telecommunications company's commitment in promoting esports to a larger audience. Also, to improve and develop esports programs in the country.
When we launched this early last year, it was really an investment on our part, on Mineski's part. There are several sports, quote-unquote, within esports. There are different game types, there are different disciplines, and all of that requires different types of talent. And as mentioned earlier, that support system is constantly evolving as well. As we build the team, the support around it continues to build. We learn from them as well because these guys are, experts in the field, and everybody is learning around it, and we continue to build that, and that fuels the whole team.
But aside from helping nurture the talent and competitive drive of esports athletes, Team Liyab hopes to raise awareness on responsible gaming behavior and redefine the gaming and esports habits of Filipinos by expanding its hashtag Play It Right advocacy into gaming responsibility.
When we talk about responsible gaming, esports is just like any other sport. Can tend to be something that can be either abused or distracting. You don't want to abuse it. You don't want to be just too focused on one thing. It's about balance, right? And that's essentially what we're saying about playing it right and responsible gaming, right? There's always a time for something. Again, we're talking about life enablement.
Aside from their Team Liyab responsibilities, team members like Kevin, Caviar, Eric, and Cara also make sure not to take their personal life outside of gaming for granted.
Time management talaga yung kailangan dapat marunong ako mag-balance. Like 9 to 6 work, then after nun, maglalaro na ako dito. Habang naglalaro ako, nanonood yung anak ko ng TV dito. So, siguro mga after 3 to 4 hours, mag-banding na kami sa room.
Ginagawa ko outside ng gaming is nag-i-skate ako. Minsan, yun nga, nagle-lesson kami ng hockey.
Esports, like any other sports, requires discipline and perseverance. Not only discipline to their craft, but also making time to develop and nurture personal relationships and well-being. To also plan out a future outside of professional gaming.
For me, since may classes ako sa ibang araw, ang gagawin ko pag after ng class, kung kaya ko mag-practice, mag-practice ako. Kumbaga na-focus ko yung sarili ko sa paglalaro at the same time sa pag-aaral. Pina-prioritize ko lagi yung school.
Dati parang nakakahiya pa sabihin na naglalaro ka. Pero ngayon pwede mo nang sabihin sa lahat na yung paglalaro mo, kumbaga parang mayroon pa lang possible na makakuha ka ng gold medal. Siguro after na lang nito, itutuloy ko pa din yung pag-aaral ko.
Man, Liyab is now very, very scared.
The growth of esports certainly has paved the way for professional gamers to bring national pride and represent the country in international sporting events. Just last year, 5 games have been shortlisted to be included in the 2019 Southeast Asian Games or SEA Games with Team Liyab on competition.
A foul there, and it's a clean ace for Liyab.
Feeling ko sobrang saya and nakaka-proud kasi kumbaga parang iniidolo ka ng iba na yung iba pinapangarap din nila maging ganito, ikaw nandito. Nakaka-proud para sa sarili ko. Pipilitin namin na manalo, na gagawin namin best namin para sa Pilipinas.
Gaming has come a long way from being just a pastime for enthusiasts. With its continuing growth, recognition, and support received from multiple organizations, more and more opportunities are opened up for those with the courage and skills to become an e-sport athlete.
Esports is not just avoiding school. It's getting actually really good habits to make you a better person, to make you a better player. If you look at all the remarkable athletes, even in traditional sports in the Philippines, you look at their story, what they sacrificed. You know, they just didn't pop in and get a gold medal at the Asian Games. You know, I suggest you take your chance right now.
Globe as an organization is always very deep-rooted in being able to enable digital lives, right? So we're very focused on people's passion points. Again, like any other sport, there's professionalism around it from an athlete standpoint, from a broadcast standpoint, from streaming, and the fans, the ecosystem around that. So we look at it holistically, and just like anything, any good thing can be abused by the individual or the organizations that are supporting it, right? So we just want to make sure that we stay true to the path and true to the vision to really make this something that everybody can enjoy and really enable people's lives.